Vivica A. Fox was a very, very beautiful black woman. She was a woman that every black man in our community wanted to boat race them cheeks. That's for sure. We definitely wanted to knock one of them butt cheeks off. For sure. She was beautiful in all her movies, right? Everybody was running to the screen to see Vivica A. Fox. But now at 60 years old, overlooking her tomorrows, she failed to understand the difference between options and opportunities. So now at 60 years old, she's on TV with a bunch of W women saying that she's looking for a man that's not intimidated by her. You're 60. A man that's going to let her go shopping and do all these different things. And now she don't even care what color he is. He could be of any nationality, any race. Anybody would do. Anybody. We all remember when, she was with 50 Cent and these things, but we also remember when Kevin Samuels was alive and Kevin Samuels was having 20,000 women in his chat room and, people was calling up to hear him talk, and he would get at, when he passed away, some of the nasty and vile things that she said, right? And now we're getting to understand why at 60 she's single. But check this out.
I say a partner, I want someone that's going to be fun, that's not intimidated by who and what I am, that likes to travel, going to let me go shopping.
I feel like you just spoke it into existence.
I hope so, girlfriend.
I feel like you just spoke.
And I'm taking applications, so if you got a friend, I'm good.
We'll be all
and I don't discriminate. He can be, I'm not against different nationalities. And you know that, too.
But see, now she's just looking for anybody, right? But there was black women that was coming after her for some of the comments that she's making, and they've been really ridiculing this woman. Check this out.
Taking boyfriend applications at 60 is crazy to me. So you haven't seen Vivica A. Fox? She's 60 years old, and she's taking applications for a boyfriend and looking for a husband, and it's just like, you're 60. And you deserve love, don't get me wrong. But why did it take 60 to say, I'm finally ready to settle down? I just don't understand why we get, fame, success, and we just diminish the need for still creating family, being a wife. Like, why decide and wake up one day at 60, like, I want to be married? Like, that didn't click before? I just wish that in the black community, we prioritized family. We cared about marriage. You can have the amazing career and still have a husband, a good husband. But when you are, doing what you want to do and being with this person, being with that person, and you're Vivica A. Fox, and you think that, it's not going to matter. You can have whoever you want, and that's a lie. That's a lie. If people can have whoever they want, they would be with them. Like, still woman, you still have to be, desired by men. And this whole intimidation thing also gets in the way where women think, well, they better not be intimidated by me. We have to stop thinking that. Like, we have to stop with that as well. I personally, again, want to encourage young girls, young women to prioritize their career and family. Don't wait to be 60 to start looking for a boyfriend. Taking boyfriend applications at 60 is insane.
But y'all also remember when 50 Cent, when he was at when he dropped that album and, Get Rich or Die Trying, and he sold like 11 million copies, and he went on the BET Awards and he said this.
I want to thank Vivica Fox for wearing that dress too.
But now 50 Cent, he's finally opened up and explained to us why, he got rid of her. Right, and we all can basically tell, because first of all, she's one of the women that got a real big mouth. She don't never shut up. She thinks that she knows everything. She has the need to be right about everything. She doesn't look like a woman that's agreeable that you can actually work with. Even at the age of 60, she still won't shut up. Right? We see what she's done to her face. She's carrying weight now. She doesn't look nothing like she looked before. So listen, it's crazy. But 50 Cent said this.
The thing for me, bro, was hanging out with you, you telling me what you about to do next, and then everything you said you was gonna do all happened. I'm gonna have a son. Bam. I'm gonna do this movie, this production company. Bam. I'm finna do this. Bam. Everything we talked about in the room, it was like, I'm like, okay. It gave me such a all right, this is how you got to get angry.
Mike, that's exactly what my experience with, what's the name was like? With Vivica.
Oh, with Vivica.
She thought I was just saying this stuff like I was overzealous.
Right.
But I had really the plan, like the layout.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm saying, and then
You had the vision.
and then she went off doing stuff that because she didn't
believe it.
believe it. Like, and then it was like, it felt like the court was dragging the horse.
Right.
And then I had to move away from that because it felt weird, Mike. Like it's like our publicist and stuff was telling the stuff to do.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, this is crazy because she'd been on before me.
Okay.
She was making me feel like a little boy.
But see, with all that being said, black women were still doubling down on Vivica Fox because a lot of black women are starting to pay attention. They're starting to see, like, wait a minute, this social media stuff is really went too far. And I get that some men be doing us wrong, but that's not all men. And we got to be careful about some of the things that we put out and say about black men because these are still our men. And now a lot of our men are starting to cross the fence and go to other places because they feel like we're unreasonable. So sisters are now saying this.
Vivica A. Fox, everybody talking about her interview where she was talking about the man she looking for, her being ready to get married now, and she almost 60 years old. But the big thing of what they comparing is what she used to look like versus what she look like now while she asking for these different things. I know a lot of men are getting a lot of enjoyment out of talking about what she looked like back in the day versus what she looked like now and why she didn't want these things when she looked her best. But let's keep it for real. Most people, this is what they do. Most people, when they look their best, when they're in the best position financially, they don't want to settle down. They don't want the people that want them at that time, right? They think they got so many options. They think that so many people want them that they can keep playing around. And then finally, when that money dry up or when them looks ain't the same, then all of a sudden, that's when them standards start dropping and they willing to accept certain things. Or they keep the same standards and now it sounds delusional that they want these things when they don't look the same or they not in the same place financially.
But let's look at Vivica Fox's reason for what she said the relationship ended. Check this.
What killed the relationship was that we just went way too public, way too fast. He was the love of my life. I will admit that without any reservation.
Let me say this. I often say relationships are not something that's promised to you like life or death. It's something that you got to fight for every day. And I know a lot of black men get a lot of bad raps. And I know for a fact that there's a lot of black men out here. But that's not the whole or the full representation of black men, right? There's a lot of black men that get overlooked because they're short, they don't make enough money, they're not cool enough. It's just a whole bunch of stuff that women do, right? Men get shot down 1,000 times, trillions of times. And we already know, we just have to accept it. We just have to accept it, right? She just strikes me as this type of woman that she had a whole bunch of options. But she mistook options for opportunities. See, she had a whole bunch of options because she looked good. So she probably ended up on a lot of yachts, been in a lot of men's beds, been in mansions and all this kind of stuff. But once these men was around her, they saw that this ain't the woman I want to marry. She good to bang, she good to boat race. But after that, she got to get out because she doesn't carry the person like 50 Cent said. She's big-headed. She thinks she knows everything. She was on before him, so she was trying to little boy him. And when Kevin Samuels died, the way that she was talking as a grown woman online for a lot of young girls to hear, it lets me know where she's at in her growth. She's like a grown-up, but still behaves as a child. And that's why at 60, with the looks that she had at one time, she's still looking for love. Because there was no way in the world a woman that looked like that couldn't maintain a man. Unless there was something wrong with her. Something wrong. And when men come across her, men was like, no. Listen, she was good eye candy to put on your arm for a minute, take her home, knock one of the butt cheeks off, give it back to her at the door, and send her about her business. That's all she was good for. And there's a lot of women out here that's like that, and they wonder why they can't get a man, because you're not agreeable. You're not work-wittable. You are with men where you're constantly hugging him but looking over his shoulder at something else because you believe you have greater options. So a lot of times you don't even respect the man that you give your body to. A lot of women out here, you don't respect the man that you give your time to. A lot of you women are with men that you don't like. You bending over and having sex with them, but you don't even want to be with them. and you treat them real bad because you can't get the man that you desire because you never ever made the proper changes to be able to acquire that man. You want that man to take you as is. You want him to take you as is. And there's so many women out here, and I'm giving game right now to a lot of you young women so you don't end up like a Vivica Fox. You don't end up like a Vivica Fox because there's a difference between options and opportunities. You got options to get a lot of penis, but how many opportunities do you have to be a wife? How many opportunities do you have to meet a man that's willing? I'm going to say it again. How many opportunities do you have to meet a man that's willing? A man that's willing to sacrifice his resources, sacrifice his time, and give up some of the things that he may want to be with you. Put down some of the weight he's carrying to pick up your weight. Huh? How many of y'all are those type of women that a man would want? Or are you preparing yourself to be that type of woman that a man would want? Or are you out there knowing you want that, but you running your mouth to the public, trying to be tough or trying to be, I don't need no man, knowing darn well you want one. There's compromise. There's compromise. Don't be like Vivica. I've been married for a long time because there's compromise that has to be made for sacrifice, legacy, and commitment. A lot of these women in our community, y'all wait till y'all 100,000 years old to finally say you want a man. When that thing is all dried up, you can't have no more babies, and you don't look the same. I wanted you when you was 25, not when you're 55. And you coming with a lot of damage because you done been ran through. So now we gotta listen, man, don't be like Vivica, please. There's a lot of beautiful black women in the community. There's a lot of good sisters, man. Don't listen to women like Vivica. Don't listen to her. But I'm going to cut this video short here. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.